The coaches have shaken hands, they've got their eyes on the prize, and the time has finally come for the Orange Bowl, our early playoff game on New Year's Eve. Welcome down to South Florida, everybody. Bonnie Bernstein with Campus Insiders, ACC Digital Network's Jeff Fischel, and our Oklahoma insider, Chris Plank. The obvious thing, gentlemen, would be to talk about those quarterbacks. Deshaun Watson, he's all right. He only finished third in the Heisman voting. Baker Mayfield, the number 2 quarterback. But you know what? We're going to go in a different direction. So let's talk about matchups that don't have anything to do with quarterbacks. It'll be critical in this game. Now, if I said Shaq in Orlando years ago, people down in Florida would be like, oh, yeah, that big man that plays for the Magic.
Yeah.
But why are those two names significant in this game?
Yeah, we're talking about Shaq Lawson, the All-American defensive end for Clemson. He led the ACC in tackles for loss, 9.5 sacks. He just wreaks havoc. He's always in the middle of things when they're getting in plays behind the line of scrimmage. And now I'm wondering how a freshman left tackle is going to handle him.
Yeah, and the Orlando is Orlando Brown Jr., who has really grown this season. He has progressed. Bob Stoops has never had starting tackles that are both freshmen. We've seen a little nasty streak in him. If Oklahoma's going to have success in the passing game and in the running game, he has to neutralize Shaq Lawson.
Well, you know who else needs to be neutralized if Clemson's going to have success? Sterling Shepard, who, his senior year has had a storied career at Oklahoma. How do you see that matchup?
Oh, I love the matchup between Shepard and Mackenzie Alexander. They met up last year in the Russell Athletic Bowl. Alexander won that battle, hands down. Yep. This year they'll go at it again. Alexander, incredibly physical, long cornerback. Shepard's a shorter wide receiver, but he's incredibly productive.
Yeah, and he's got a little bit more help this year with guys like Dede Westbrook who have stepped up. You've seen more plays made from Dron Neal, who's not forced to play that inside role, can be outside a little bit more. This is a key matchup because you've got to get off the line of scrimmage. He has to get open in order for Baker Mayfield to be successful. You're right, he lost the matchup last year. He's very motivated to win it this year, and the pro scouts are watching.
And I can tell you, Sterling has watched that video over and over, the cut-ups of that in slow motion to make sure that's
At media day, he was asked about Alexander over and over again. He said he was tired of hearing about it.
Thankfully, he has a nice smile, so it all worked out.
Great kid.
Okay, prediction time. Who wins? Give me a score. Go first.
Oh, I get to go first. I'm going to say 35-28, 35-31 Oklahoma, obviously. I think Baker Mayfield's going to be too much, and I'm really keeping an eye on this OU defense. I think they'll play well.
I know Commissioner John Swafford is watching me right now, so I have to pick the Tigers. I like Clemson. I think you're right. It doesn't get into the 40s. I think it's more like Clemson 31-28.
I think one of the most important matchups we didn't talk about is Jordan Leggett and how Oklahoma defends him, because the Sooners have not seen a tight end who is that big, that fast, that potent in the red zone as Leggett is. That said, I'm still also going to side with you and give Oklahoma the edge. Stingy defense. Baker Mayfield is playing with a serious chip on his shoulder, and I see the Sooners and Alabama winding up in the national championship game. Well, countdown to game time is on. We've got the early game, 4 o'clock kickoff in the Orange Bowl, and we will be right here at Campus Insiders and the ACC Digital Network after the game to bring you all of the scenery and interviews.